Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion Plays The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. This is the first video since the actual release of the game. So I'm going to be starting a new file, and I must admit, I know that some people are going to be turned off by the fact that we're only going to get to Mom. Let's hope we get some sweet synergies to compensate for that. I have a little bit more knowledge today than I had yesterday. And the day before, but I have to say before I get started here, thank you for the absurd amount of support on the Isaac series thus far. You know, it's going to be a long journey. It's difficult for me to get used to not knowing anything about the game again and being like, you know, because I feel guilty when I lose, right? And when I at first started, ooh, Mom's wig is our first item here. I believe this just randomly creates spiders around the arena for us, at like a set time interval. So I guess not randomly, but anyway. Yeah, like, at the end of my Isaac series, the vanilla Isaac series, I started to feel guilty when I lost because I feel like I'd made some kind of terrible mistake and let people down, and that's ridiculous sometimes, but at the same time, you know, the skill level and the knowledge level was there where that kind of was okay. Now, I've retained that feeling of guilt when I've lost, but I've lost all of the knowledge, or most of the knowledge, as a result of the fact that, you know, this is a new game with some new mechanics and yada yada. But I'm getting over it. I'm getting... Wow, I don't think I've ever let that ooze actually survive, and now I know what it does. Yeah, I'm getting over it, and it's gonna be fine. But I have to thank you guys for the incredible support. You know, there's never a guarantee that you who enjoyed watching my vanilla series would enjoy watching my Rebirth series, and the fact that so many people have chosen to stick around is actually absurd, and I, you know, pretty much owe my livelihood and continued professional existence to you. And by pretty much, I mean literally do. So thank you very much. And you don't need to respond to this and say, well, thanks for all the hard work you do. I appreciate all those comments, but sincerely, you know, if you weren't here, I wouldn't be here. If I wasn't here, you would still be, well, somewhere. I mean, I guess I would still be somewhere. I'm not trying to say I would be phased out of existence or anything like that, but you get the idea. I'm not good at the sentimental stuff, but I thank you, thank you, thank you. Squeezy. I'm actually loving that. A Tears upgrade plus some random spider generation. Our damage is not necessarily that fantastic, but, that's okay. We're only going to beat Mom here, so I imagine this is going to be a quick episode. But, you know, to be honest with you, there are probably several more episodes coming today, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. And actually, I'm not being totally fair, because I actually did try to start a new save file and beat Mom. And I beat Mom, and then I started recording a new episode, and I was like, well, I beat Mom, so you guys wouldn't have to see me go through the Mom fight. Because you probably wouldn't want to see that, and then when I loaded back into the game, that save file was just gone. So I don't really know what's up with that, but I'm playing Rebirth, so I'm going to record the crap out of it, and I'm playing the crap out of Rebirth, so I'm going to record it, I should say. And I've come to terms with the fact that I'm not going to be the first person to discover any secrets or anything like that. What is, people sometimes, you know, they ask me, like, why watch your Isaac series instead of watch anybody else's? And the answer to that question is, I don't know. What a weird question to ask somebody. Why should I go to your store instead of somebody else's? I'm not in the business of marketing. I'm in the business of making dumb late 90s and early 2000s era jokes while, you know, playing a video game that I'm at least half decent at most of the time. But my suggestion is that, you know, I'm the guy... Ooh, ball of tar, sticky feet. So, yeah, we create that gish, like, slow creep. Okay, interesting. I'm the guy who's always going to have videos up. And, you know, you can just kind of casually... watch these, or you know, you could dedicatedly watch these as well, but I just sort of casually watch these, or you can sort of casually watch these while you're playing Rebirth yourself. I want to be your Rebirth companion, you know? As I've been playing Rebirth myself over the course of this week, I've been, oh, we finally unlocked Lazarus, I guess, for the 100th time. I don't even want to talk about how many times I've unlocked Monstrous Tooth at this point, like 8 different new save files, but I've been watching the, you know, streams and stuff like that as I've been playing Rebirth myself, and it's nice to have a companion and see cool synergies and be like, whoa, that's neat. And know that maybe one day that'll happen for you, but with such an incredible combination or just sheer number of items in Isaac, it's possible that you'll see synergies that will just never show up for you. But you can kind of double the speed at which you experience them, even if it is only secondhand by watching someone. So, yeah, I'm your long-distance kind of Rebirth companion here is where I kind of see myself. Although it is unfortunate that we won't be able to get a head start on getting more Mom's heart kills, because I feel like I'm really behind the 8 ball. All the other big Isaac streamers have gotten good save files so far. They've beaten Mom's heart 10 times, and I'm just getting started here. But yeah, that's the way the cookie crumbles. By the way, if I may take a moment to shamelessly self-promote, but here comes Monstrous Tooth, I'm sure. If you want to see even more Rebirth coverage, I've been streaming a lot of it, but I'm wary to put it up on YouTube, because it's just kind of overkill. And I'm one of those people who is like, for the most part, put up a lot of videos. If people want it, they'll watch it, and if people don't want it, they won't watch it. Or they'll unsubscribe, but, you know, that's their own proclivity, right? I can't have any control over that. But the sheer amount of Rebirth that I've been playing is prohibitive to put up on YouTube. I can't put up 12 videos of Rebirth a day. So if you aren't following the stream or you aren't aware of the stream, did we seriously just get the pentagram? That's nuts. You should follow it at twitch.tv/Northernlion because I stream a bunch of Rebirth there. Is that Little Brimstone? I'll take Little Brimstone. This run, you know, the benefit of this run, just looking at the map here, is that it allows us to be very offensive in the way that we tackle it. You know, we're pretty unlikely to run into too much trouble just beating Mom, especially now that I have a little bit more familiarity with how the, you know, the enemy patterns and stuff like that work. I don't think we're going to run into that much trouble. By the way, I have to say, I feel like I haven't even gotten a start on this episode yet, because I just keep saying, you know, by the way, thanks to our sponsors at Safeway. No, thank you to all the people who have been, like, tweeting me pictures of their runs and telling me about these awesome synergies. It's been really, really cool to read those myself. And to look at pictures of them and be like, whoa, Tammy's head's like really that strong, huh? I haven't had so many crazy good synergies myself, but I did have a great one this morning. And of course, you should know by now that if you're watching these videos, there are occasionally going to be spoilers. But you know, look at this is a brand new save file, so I'm not going to be telling you like, oh, what's up with the 10th ending of the game or anything like that. But I might occasionally spoil items. So here's my you know, war story about synergy. This morning I was doing a run. It was actually the last run I did last night, not this morning. Let's check this out. Oh, the jump button. I don't know if we've had that over the course of the videos, but there you go. It's not jump button, it's how to jump. It allows you to jump over gaps and collect consumables or even dodge out of the way of things. This was, I think, the first item I ever had when I played the game at PAX back in the summer. But anyway. Oh, careful. Careful. Yeah, I had, so imagine this in your head. I had 9 volt, you know what 9 volt does. I had Book of Shadows, you know what Book of Shadows does. Then I had AAA battery as my trinket, which reduces the charge timer. This is stupid of me. Reduces the charge timer on your spacebar item by 1 room. So instead of a, oh, I should have just left and come back. Instead of a 3-room charge, to get Book of Shadows, it was only a 2-room charge. And then I had an item called Midas Touch. And what Midas Touch allows me to do is, when I touch enemies, they turn into... Oh, let's use Chariot here. When I touch enemies, they turn into coins. So literally every second room, I would walk... Oh, that was such dumb damage on my part. I would walk in, use Book of Shadows, get invincibility, turn every single enemy in the room into 2 cents, and then walk out. So on large rooms, you could make, like, you know, 30 cents just by walking into a bunch of flies. It was crazy. And it burns me up because I donated like 40 cents to the freaking donation machine and then the game didn't save. God damn it. Oh well, it was a cool synergy. So I'll admit that one of those is missing page 2. I think it's like Evil and Sin Up or something like that. And the other one is Ceremonial Robes. And I don't really know what Ceremonial Robes does. Well, it gives you Sin Up, so it gives you some black hearts and I think maybe a better chance to get black hearts in the future. But I will always take it when I have the opportunity to do so because it looks so badass. And I'm also going to go to our curse room. It really, like, makes you look like a Sith Lord, which I saw a lot of people talking about on the subreddit yesterday. And I don't disagree. Now, these rooms are not so good anymore with the spiders, but at least they do, well, I guess with the spiders, they're better because they have a chance to drop a consumable. But I've seen a lot of people, I wouldn't say complaining, but postulating, is Rebirth too easy? Is Rebirth too easy? And I think the answer to that question is no. Like, definitely not. What I do think is that we have a situation where, well, we have so many hearts. Why don't we take, yeah, we unlocked Azazel in that too. We also got Evil Up. And we got something for our golden/platinum god save if we ever get that far. But, what I do think is that Rebirth is, ooh, it's not difficult to beat Mom or Mom's heart if you were at the skill level where it wasn't difficult to beat Mom or Mom's heart to begin with. Mom's heart is a little trickier, but it's not like if you played Rebirth, normal mode is going to be, or sorry, if you played vanilla a lot, normal mode is not going to be the kind of thing that's going to, you know, knock your socks off. Paralysis, not a good pill. But I have a hard time imagining why so many people are arguing that Rebirth is easier than vanilla, when there's so many, like, nearly objective difficulty increases that I've seen. Like, again, blood banks so rarely pay out with blood bags anymore. Beyond that, boss trap rooms are now very, very rarely good. Beyond that, deals with the devil sometimes have no items on them. Sometimes they have, you know, 1 item. Sometimes they have 2 items, and I think I've seen some with 3 items as well, which I'll admit is just straight up crazy. But sometimes you just get ones that have, you know, a couple of black hearts on them, or an angel room that has like an eternal heart or 2 spirit hearts on it. I think that Rebirth is like, it's harder to get to the Mom and Mom's Heart era, but it's not. Oh, we got Spelunker Boy. That better save. And the damage upgrade is nice, but I think I'm not going to take any of these. It's harder, I think, but it's not necessarily hard. But this is also just like the first half of the game. Who knows what it's going to be like in the second half. I think people, if you had the expectation that you were going into this and you weren't going to have you were going to have to like start from 0 like you did with the Binding of Isaac the first time, I think that's like a little bit of a flawed reasoning going in. But there is hard mode for people like that. I haven't checked out hard mode yet. I've had a decently hard time already on normal mode when we get into like the Satan tier. Beating Mom is still pretty easy. You can still take relatively traditional paths to that. And by the way, I'm not trying to shit-talk anybody who cannot beat Mom consistently. The reason that I and other people can beat Mom consistently is because we put, like, you know, a prohibitive amount of our lives into Vanilla Isaac. And those skills are fairly transferable. So I am not going to pick up the broken remote there. Broken remote is maybe my least favorite trinket in either Vanilla or Rebirth. It is a trinket. Yeah, I'll totally take homing bombs. It is a trinket that makes it so every time you use your spacebar item, you teleport to a random room, which there's some obvious potential usages for that. By the way, I know this is dark here. I've been talking about cranking up the gamma, but then when you get to the womb, the gamma gets so high. So I'm not totally sure. A lot of people have said the videos look fine, but I think I will raise it maybe like another 5 points. We'll see, though. Anyway, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, yeah, broken remote is bad, but by holding down the left control key, you can actually drop your active tarot card and your active trinket. Or your active pill, if that's what you're holding. So, I don't think it's that big of a deal, but I'd rather not hold it. Oh, we got Infamy. Infamy is a sweet item that gives you a great mask. We look like a straight-up, you know, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 cover art right now. But it's a good item. It blocks all, or at least has a chance to block some of the damage that comes in from the front. Is that telepathy for dummies? Oh, good. Telepathy for dummies. I want to see if it works with Little Brimstone. Oh, we can't because there's no enemies left. Alright, well. Sucks to your ass, Mar, I guess. We'll take our jump button back. Telepathy for dummies is one of those items that now that homing tiers actually work, might be a little bit more useful, but I don't really see it. By the way, Emperor card probably better than the Devil once you get into that late game kind of stuff. But here in the early game, when we're only ever going to have to go up against Mom, I'm not that worried about it. I'm going to donate like at least 10 cents here so we can get the first shop upgrade. Like, I don't want to use the Emperor card to skip the Depths part 2 just so we can fight Mom faster. That seems like kind of a cheesy way to do things. So yeah, we had to pick it up there, but check it out. We'll just come down here and we'll hold down left control. I don't know what it is on the keyboard. Or sorry, on the, this is the wrong way, by the way. Oh, no, it's not. I don't know what it is on the controller. But I will say I was skeptical about how the controller would work. But when I sat down and played a bunch on PS4 last night, I was like, I became a believer. I'm still going to use the keyboard on PC. But the controller, once you get used to the controls and, you know, the bomb is no longer, you know, E in your brain or shift or whatever you used. It becomes like L1. It's actually totally comfortable. It might not be the best, or it might be, but it's totally workable. If you have a PS4 and or Vita, and you're an idiot like me who is like, I'm not gonna even get it because, you know, or I'm not gonna worry about getting it right away at least because I'm just gonna play on PC instead, and I don't think the controls are gonna be fine. The controls are good, and it was really nice to just kind of sit down and, you know, especially since I was so fucking tired after yesterday's getting up super early for those streams, and the release of the game, and then staying up late playing it, but yeah, especially being so tired, it was nice to just kind of sit down and knock out some couch Rebirth. Felt good. Sister Maggie. Ugh. We're on depths 1, right? Yeah. So this run's gonna be over pretty soon. How much time have we spent? 12 minutes? There's no way around it. This one's gonna be a short one. I apologize for it, but again, well, two things. One is I, if possible, wanted to show as much of this save as I could. In the Vanilla Isaac series early on, one of my big regrets is that I played a little bit off camera, unlocked some stuff, and then would have to come back and be like, yeah, sorry, I was playing casually and I accidentally unlocked yada yada, which is one of the reasons I love that there's save files now. I don't want to have to do that in this one. I didn't have to do it in the old one, but I don't want to make the same mistake twice. But also, you know, I did do my due diligence before, and then the game freaking erased the save file. Hopefully you recognize that I am not lying to you about beating Mom. That would put me in not really a good class of player, I think, if I had to lie about beating Mom. You've seen me do it before. I don't like the new chubby Larry Jr. He's not chubby due to an inherent physical stockiness. He just behaves like Chub, ergo, he is chubby, or chubbish, if you will. I kind of prefer that, because it's ridiculous. Alright, good shop. Donation machine's already jammed. Have you guys seen Magic Fingers yet? Magic Fingers is one of those items that I've seen a lot of people complain, not complain necessarily, but suggest, shall we say, that it's OP. I sort of agree. I'm gonna pick up the jump button just to get those free bombs, by the way. Magic Fingers basically is a little miniature... Oh no! Well, at least we can buy the key. But Magic Fingers is kind of like a little miniature Necronomicon, and the way that it works is when you press the spacebar on a room, it uses a penny, but also does a little bit of damage. So for 3 cents, we managed to kill all those zombies. So it's really, really... That was so bad. It's something you gotta be careful with, and it's not really that useful against bosses I've found so far. Except maybe something like, you know, Teratoma or Fistula, or maybe even Blastocyst or something. But, oh, damage upgrade. And I will use a bomb, see if maybe there's something great on that deal with the devil. I doubt it in our current situation, but... Yeah, if there was like 9 lives, I would take it. I don't feel comfortable taking the mark, though. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Gave us an extra spirit heart. And we're coming down to the last floor, so I should still be okay. But, it's really, really crazy good on, like, double rooms when you have a lot of money. So if you have a double room that has, you know, 10 enemies in it, you can kill all 10 enemies without even having to scroll the screen for probably, like, less than 5 cents. Which, especially in the late game, is awesome because you don't need your money for anything. You know, what do you need it for? The 1 in 50 chance a judgment might show up? Midas Touch is amazing if you get some form of invincibility. Even if you don't, it makes it so that when enemies crash into you, you know, life's not so shitty. Because you still get 2 cents out of it if you can kill them while they're still affected by it. Might as well use the world card. But really, Midas Touch shines if you have invincibility. If you can get invincibility going with it, I think it actually... Oh, geez. I'm not going to say it's one of the best items in the game, but I think it's pretty dang good. What is going on here? Pins? Yep, that is pins. That's Midas Touch right there, by the way. We're not gonna... Oh, we did get the kill, but we didn't get any extra money out of it. Probably they died just after I sorted it out. So we should probably be a little bit calmer about my HP situation. We should probably not go to this curse room is one thing that maybe I'm suggesting. I will go to this secret room. Still struggling with learning how to place these bombs in order to make our secret room show up on these double rooms, but that's okay. We will go to our shop on this floor as well. And again, I apologize for the fact that this is a quick video, but hey, it's a necessary evil that I tried to work my way around and the game went, no, 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 you can't do that. So this is well worth it. We already got... Ooh, that was a little scary there. Oh, no! Assuming, I've never seen a room that had 4 of those motherfuckers. I've seen rooms with 2, maybe even 3, but 4 is ridiculous. And we didn't kill any, oh, we killed 1 that time. There we go. The Spirit Heart and the Black Heart will probably give you enough HP to survive, but to be honest with you, I was thinking that that was pretty likely gonna happen anyway. I didn't think our run was ever in any real danger. It would depend on the kind of rooms we came across, but I'm feeling like we're in a pretty okay position right now. I really would like to donate to Demon Judgment, but we can't really. See, that's another good room that Magic Fingers is great on. I should be using it a little bit more often, but saving our money for the shop that's coming up. Magic Fingers plus Midas Touch seems like a great combination as well, especially if somehow you can get some invincibility. Come on, dog. Didn't quite finish the job. That time, thank you, Spider, because I ruined that one pretty miserably. Boomerang. I think Boomerang's a pretty good item. I'm just going to buy the Spirit Heart, though. We'll save Boomerang for a run where it can shine a little bit more, shall we say. All right, 17 is going to be like a 20-minute run. I'm embarrassed, but it's the way the cookie crumbles, I guess. With golden keys, can we seriously just... Oh, you're a little sneaky game. I thought with a golden key we could get, like, guaranteed payouts from this key beggar, but no such luck, unfortunately. Well, no such luck. Very funny. I get it. I still have never had a key beggar pay out with a big item. I've seen them pay out with a lot of chests. By the way, someone told me there is a 1 in 4 chance for blue fires. You should stop shooting, probably. For blue fires to pay out with Spirit Hearts. So whenever possible, I guess I'm going to take the opportunity, if I have a lot of bombs, to make good use of that. Yeah, we're going to fight Mom, and this should be it for this run. Again, a little bit of a quick run, but that's okay. A quick run while he's awake. Use our Devil card, and I expect that we'll have the world is our burrito here, basically. Now, the only thing I ask is that Rebirth actually save my file here. If it doesn't, I really don't want to build a series on... By the way, as you can see, I believe Midas Touch also freezes enemies when it touches them. So it's almost like a Mom's Contact on contact. If that makes sense. But, that's gonna do it, and there's our Mom ending, which you've already seen probably 15 times before. I really don't want to build a series on just beating Mom over and over, but there you go. It's the first run on this save file. It's a win on this save file, and we should be able to, hopefully, start building from there. But thanks for watching this episode. It's a short one. If you enjoyed it, though, click the like button. It does help me out an enormous deal, and thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more Rebirth. There's multiple episodes every day for the near future, and at least one episode every day for the rest of my natural life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Or later today.